Wyclef on FistUpTv. Sac passé, na boulé. Hip-hop is all around the world. Everywhere. You go to Pakistan, Gaza, everywhere. Brooklyn, Czech Republic, everywhere. And what is it doing? It's just the self-expression of the youth. And I think that, like in Haiti, we have hip-hop Creole, and that's the self-expression of the youth. And I think it's only going to keep growing.
Every time I make a run, girl, you turn around and cry. I ask myself why, oh why. See, you must understand, I can't work no 9 to 5, so I'll be gone till November. Said I'll be gone.
We have a lot of different stories about immigrants. Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, that was their era, it was their time, right? Looking up to them, I just felt like it was our time. And the idea of the struggle of what immigrants go through when they come to America, sometimes they feel like they're the only ones going through it within this new generation. So it's important that they understand that there's a group of us that are young, that have went through what they went through. So the same inspiration that Harry Belafonte brought to his generation, that's the same inspiration we should be bringing to ours. Beautiful. The reason why I wrote the lyric.
If I was president, I get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday, they go back to work on Monday. If I was president, if I was the president, if I was president, instead of spending billions on the war, we can use that money so we can feed the poor.
First of all, when I ran for president, I got no real backing from the hip-hop community. Like, they sound good on records, you know what I'm saying? You know, but they was like, that nigga doing what? Shit, that nigga crazy, man. They gonna kill that boy.
If I was president, if I was the president, if I was president.
Would you consider trying to reestablish residency and run again?
Well, the residency is, my second book is going to be called They Try to J. Edgar Hoover Me. Because, you know, what happens is, when you tell yourself a lie so much, you start to believe that the lie is the truth. There's no such thing as no residency. This is a bogus law. In the Haitian Constitution, I was a diplomat 5 years ago with an ambassador-at-large passport. An ambassador-at-large with a diplomatic passport, you giving me a diplomatic passport and saying I'm the ambassador-at-large with no residency, that don't exist. The only way they could have took me out the race is if I had an American passport, which I didn't at the time. But they did it because of the political fear of I wouldn't be their guy. I definitely would not have been the puppet that they were searching for. But in moving forward, it's bigger than that. Because think about it. Taking the job of president in any country, it's not an easy thing, man. It's like if you want the worst job on the list, it's like be the president. Because, you know, this is when people feel like it's fair game with everything. You know what I mean? So, but for me, what I understand is I can still do public service without being president. And that's the most important thing that I've gotten out of the whole thing.
lived in the projects in Brooklyn. You lived in lovely East Orange, New Jersey. You lived in Newark, New Jersey. A lot of people say that people who think they have it bad in the United States really don't know what having it bad is until you've seen what it's like in other parts of the world.
Well, I mean, I came from a place where there was no light. Like, my light was the sun, you know? Like, I remember taking a slingshot, you know what I mean? Trying to see if I could hit a bird, real talk. My amusement park was when it rained. Me and my brother jumped around naked in the rain, in the puddle. By the time I got to the projects, bricks, buildings, light, we were rich, man.
Frisco, ain't nothing new under the sun. What if I had put blank in Marvin Gaye's father's gun? What if y'all knew the truth before sending your kids to war? Told y'all the man didn't care about Iraq, he cared about the oil.
The idea of hip hop, it was considered devil's music and drug dealers' music. We had to submit to a form of music that was in the church at the time. And as long as we were saying Jesus in the church, they didn't understand we was good. So, like Sunday mornings, right, we'd be like, go ahead, jump, jump, for Jesus Christ.
We them Jersey boys, we them immigrant boys, we them refugee boys, and we made it in America.